Shabbat Shalom. I'm MJ, she, her, Modera. This morning we looked at the weather forecast and sadly realized that there was a strong likelihood that sometime during the middle of services we'll be to meet outside. We'd all get rained hard on, which I would not mind getting rained on right now, but the electronic equipment would mind and my power phone would mind. So I have to say, I wish I was with everybody outside tonight. And I dearly wish I could hear you. And I hope you can hear me. You will hear a couple voices other than mine and Rabbi Latz's, and I just want you to know that the people who are in the room with us tonight are people who are helping lead the service and their beloved family members. And how I wish the room was full. And how I can't wait till it can be again. So we can hear your voices. Kodoti Hinezela Kodoti Hinezela
Thank you, MJ. Welcome, everyone. We're so happy you're here. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you who are in the sanctuary. Shabbat Shalom to you who are on YouTube and in the Zoneg. We're so happy to be with you tonight. I'd like to invite up Anat and her family. We're going to light the candles here. And if you have them at home, you may light them as well. We're on page 2 and number 2. It's the only time in the whole service it's going to match. Come on up.
Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu, v'ma'avinem shel Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, Mazal Tov. We'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, you guys can have your seats back. Welcome. I'd like to invite up to our makeshift bima right here, Glenn and Erica Sachs-White. And Gordon, let's have them stand maybe right in front of, can you get them right here if they stand right here? Perfect. And if I stand far enough away, you can, we're good? We're good. Glenn and Erica, it is a joy to stand in front of the Bima with you to celebrate your 25th wedding anniversary as a family. It's a simcha to celebrate your tenderness and your tenacity, your determination along with your kids to be a family, to rejoice in all that is good, to hold one another in moments of anguish and sorrow, and to walk together in all the days in between. And so on your 25th anniversary, Erica and Glenn, we pray, source of life and abundance in the universe, continue to shine upon Glenn and Erica, your radiant love and sacred purpose. May your hearts be like two brilliant mirrors, shining forth love and compassion one for the other, always open. May your commitment renew itself each day in each other's arms, with the Blessed One continuing to inspire your compassion and your determination. As your hands are either clasped together or around each other, we pray that you know much more joy than sadness, gratitude, delight, and celebration. And dear God, we pray tonight that we get to stand together here with you again as you celebrate 30 years and 36 and 50. And at that point, I'll be retired, but still wish you a hearty Mazal Tov. And together we say, Amen. Congratulations. Thank you. They made it. Friends, we'll continue together. We're in the Siddur here in the congregation. We'll be on pages 12 and 13 along with your yellow program. First, we're going to begin with L'chuna Ranana, which is also number 5 for those of you following along at home, followed by When I Rise, number 6, or number 2 on your program here. MJ will be leading us. I got the program, I'll show.
Okay.
Oh, you got it. Okay, good.
It's just a lot of numbers.
It's a lot of numbers.
And when I rise, let me rise like a bird, joyfully. And when I fall, let me fall like a leaf, gracefully, and without regret. And when I stand, let me stand like a tree, strong and tall. And when I lay, let me lay like a peacefully, calm and still. And when I work, let me work like a bee, wholeheartedly. And when I play, let me play like a breeze, refreshingly, light and clear. And when I rise, let me rise like a bird, joyfully. And when I fall, let me fall like a leaf, gracefully, without regret.
We'll continue with number 7 for those of you who are at home. Page 13 at the bottom for those of you who are here. Yismechu Hashamayim.
Yismechu Hashamayim v'tagel haaretz v'yirach hayam.
We'll continue with Ana B'Choach by Rav Yehunia ben Hakana, number 3 on your supplement. And for those of you who are joining us streaming from home, I'm hoping it's number 7.
Number 7.
I think.
I think so too. Tatir Zerura, Tatir Zerura, Kaverinat, Rinadamacha, Sabdeinu Tareinu, Nora, Tatir Zerura, Tatir Zerura, Kaverinat, Rinadamacha, Sabdeinu Tareinu, Nora, I believed in solid ground until I saw the earth in motion, and the wind, the steady change, and in the ever-rolling ocean. I believed in solid ground till I saw the earth in motion, and the wind that steady change, and the ever-rolling ocean. I,
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with those of you who are joining us from home on the stream and in the Zoneg. I hope it's going well. I want to thank everyone who helped contribute to tonight. As MJ said at the beginning, for those of you who joined us a moment or two late, we had hoped to be outside. The weather made us make a call So the folks who are inside with us tonight are those of us who have a part in the service and their families. And for the rest of you, we're happy to have you with us in the Zoneg and on the stream. We're happy to have Shir Tikva be one community in multiple spaces. So I'd like to greet all of you who are joining us from wherever you are, and for those of you who are here, and for all of us in this time of epic stretch where every week things are changing a bit, changing quite a lot. There is a story told of a young child in Hebrew school, but it seems that the child was sick, and they missed most of the lessons learning the alphabet. But they learned one letter. They learned the letter Shin, which begins the word Shabbat. And so one day, on Shabbos morning, the rabbi came in and found this small child standing in front of the ark on her tippy toes, whispering over and over again into the ark, "Shh." I imagine some of you and some of you feel like that each and every day, where we show up to big moments, where we want to have the right words, and the only thing that comes out are the simplest of sounds. And so tonight, in this moment of pandemic and complexity and the world we are living in, I want to invite all of us who are that small child who stood before the ark, saying the one letter that they knew, trying to reach toward a place of wholeness and holiness. Welcome to Shir Tikva. We are so glad you are here and you are here. We'll continue with L'Chadodi. We're on page 20 in the Siddur and number 8 for those of you streaming at home. And we'll invite you to rise and face the doorway when we get to the final verse. When we get to the final verse. We got 9 verses to go. We don't have to rise yet. 9 verses.
At least.
Only 9. Only 9. And we'll fling open the doors here and the doors at home and the doors of our hearts to welcome in Shabbat and to carry our prayers onto the streets. Shabbat Shalom.
L'Chadodi likad kara b'nei Shabbat nekavela. L'Chadodi likad kara b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor zachor b'dibur echad Ishmiranu Elamimah Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad L'Shemu Tiferet V'Tihila L'Chadodi Likad Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekavela L'Chadodi Likad kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Likad Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki l'kora v'raha v'rosh tikenem nesuha sof ma'aseh v'machshava zikra L'Chadodi Likad kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. L'Chadodi Likad kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ikdash melechim v'ruma kuli ze'im v'tochavecha Rav Shevet v'mehavaha Ve'u yachamor alai Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. If you want to turn around and wish everyone around you a Shabbat Shalom, those who are here. If those of you at home would like to, in the Zoneg or on the YouTube, wish each other a good Shabbos, that would be great. Good Shabbos, everybody. Glad to have you. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Tamar and Sam and Cookie and wonderful. Good Shabbos, everyone. Well, now that you've sat down, it's time to rise for the Baruch Hu. We're on page 28, the call to worship, or in your home Siddur number 9. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. In a second, I'm going to invite up Anat, who becomes bat mitzvah this Shabbat. To the folks at home, I apologize that we moved quickly through the greeting and into the Baruch Hu. I promise you, we will do our best to sync up our timing, and I thank you for your generosity of spirit. Before we join in Shema, just a word. The Shema is the central core prayer of Jewish theology. And it's fascinating to me because instead of it being a statement of faith that says, I believe this, it opens with a particular word that seems strange to begin theology. It opens with the word, listen, pay attention. And I'm 50 now, and I've thought about this prayer for a long time. It's one of the biggies you study in seminary, right? Spend a lot of time on it. And it's always struck me as really curious that the core theological statement of the Jewish people begins with listening. And as I think about the world that we are living in today, a world that is literally on fire, a world in which we see nations collapsing before our very eyes, a world in which we've seen 4 million of our beloveds die from COVID in the past 17 months. A world full of so much strife and conflict. It seems to me the rabbis were onto something. That the way to get to God was not to boast or brag about how fabulous we are, but to actually close our mouths and stop talking and try and listen to each other's humanity. Maybe they were onto something, those rabbis. And so tonight, I'm going to ask us to just pause for a moment and for a second to do something pretty radical. And that's to try and not ignore or abandon the pain and suffering, but to honor it by reflecting on the things we've heard in the past week that are good, that are beautiful, that are compassionate, that are holy. Let's listen into our humanity. Anat joins us up here. We'll be leading Shema. In your book, it's on page 34. In the Siddur at home, on Zoom and in Zoneg, and on the stream, it's number 10 and 11. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You can be seated, and Anat continues leading us up. Page 36, via Hafta, number 11 in the online Siddur. Hafta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'otecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta ba'am b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על זוזות ביתך.